So, welcome to my very random, turned out probably about a week early, preview of AEW Forbidden Door. So, I had it scheduled for, it was Friday, but basically, I'm actually on holiday in London at the minute with my family, and they've gone off to do some weird larking thing or something like that. So, I've been left to my own devices for a couple of hours. And I've actually just come across this place, the O2 Arena. So yeah, you're going to get your live preview from here, basically. Yeah, so I will be at AEW Forbidden Door in, well, a week's time, basically, that I'll be here. So I'll be doing like a live reaction and stuff. So I thought I'd do it here, basically, and just take a look around. And try to do a preview. Obviously, if people aren't watching at the minute, don't worry, this will be on as a podcast at some point. There we go, let's have a look at the arena. Yeah, that's where I'll be going to. There we go, I finally found it. So, the Londoners amongst you may know that if you want to gain entry to this, you need to go in the opposite side to the International Hotel, I think it's called. I've just gone around a completely different direction. It's just taken me 25 minutes to get. So, yeah, very tired, but yeah, it's worth it now. So, I'll just take you around and I'll go through the AEW preview, I suppose. So, yeah, I'm going to be here next Sunday. In fact, the event will probably be starting at this point next Sunday, I would have thought, give or take. So we'll go and see what we can find. Yes, this is the bit outside the O2. This is the bit I completely missed. Like I said, this preview will be on YouTube a bit later, hopefully. But yeah, I'll just take you around the park for a minute. I'm assuming that this is where all the merchandise will be sold next week. So yeah, we'll get into it. I did think to myself, oh, it's a really good idea. I can actually do a live preview from the O2 while I'm away from the missus and my son. Turns out I actually forgot my notes for said preview, so I'm going to have to just do it on the fly and try and remember all 9 matches off the top of my head, which is going to be slightly difficult to say the least. But yeah, this time next week, there you go. Try and get a better view. There you go. That's the O2 Arena. Hope you guys can see it. So I'll go a bit further over there in a minute. I'll just take you around where the event's going to be. Yeah, if anyone makes any comments, by the way, it's not me being rude replying. I can barely see because it's that sunny. So I'll go through some of the matches and just see if I can try and remember them all, basically. But yeah, first match that I can think of is Kyle Fletcher. That's a good start, isn't it? Kyle Fletcher even versus Takahashi. To be honest, I haven't seen much of Takahashi, so I can't really make a comment on that one. But I'm just going to go with Kyle Fletcher because obviously Dustin Rhodes got the belt all in Texas, and then Kyle just won it back like about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I think I'll say. So yeah, I'm going to go with Kyle Fletcher to keep that belt, just purely for the fact that I don't know much about Takahashi, really. Obviously I know about Tanahashi, but I don't know much about Takahashi, basically. Next one I think of is Adam Copeland and Christian versus the Matriarchy. Yeah, that's a bit weird, to be honest, because I missed an episode of Dynamite the other day, and they were called the Patriarchy, and now for some reason they're being called the Matriarchy, presumably because there's a woman in the group. I've got no idea. Obviously, Christian and Cope, if I must call him that. Oh, what is this? This is the station I need next week. There we go, North Greenwich. Right, so this time next week I'll be coming through here with lots of other raging AEW fans. So anyone travelling next week, guys, actually, while I'm here, this is your station, basically. I'm actually travelling up from Farringdon next week, so I'm not entirely sure where I get my train from or tube from. I'll just work it out on the fly next week. But yeah, you've got, I'll just stop here for a sec. You've got Cope and Christian versus the Matriarchy. I think probably the only reason we've actually even got this match, to be honest, is for the pop in England, because obviously Edge is very well known here, and it's Christian as well. Let's have a look. Oh, hi Mustafa, what's up? I liked and subbed. Oh, thank you very much, mate. You're a star. Nice one, fella. Yeah, hope you're enjoying. But yeah, Edge and Christian versus the Matriarchy. I'm just going to go through Edge and Christian to go over. I'll just see if I can get a bit closer. There you go. So this is like the outside. So basically, this is the station. This is all like forecourt stuff, basically. Oh, thank you, Mustafa. Cheers, mate. I hope you do enjoy it. Sorry, the stream, by the way, is not very organised. I was actually meant to be doing this next week. I'm on holiday with my family. And I thought, oh, the O2 Arena is right around the corner from my hotel. So I managed to get my get permission from the missus. So I'm just having a look around now, basically. Right, I'm about to go in the sun, so if I don't respond to any messages, sorry, just bear with me. It's not me being rude, I promise. Yeah, I'm going to go with Edge and Christian to win the match. No other words, really. I can't see Kip Saban, to be honest, and I've completely forgot the other lad's name now. Yeah, completely forgot his name. This is a really good start, isn't it? Yeah, I can't see them going over. So the other matches, there's Mercedes Moné against Alex Windsor, and there's two other women who have just qualified on Collision. I must confess, I can't remember what their names are. Can I show my face? Hang on. Yeah, I'm really ugly, sorry. Right, so this is the outside of the O2, so this is where all the advertisements are, basically. So there's one for Gladiators here, there's one for JLS. I'll just keep going through the matches while I go along. So, yeah, Mercedes versus Alex Windsor, who's obviously from the UK, against two other ladies who qualified on Collision. As I say, I don't know their names, but I'm just going to go for Mercedes to win, because I can't see her dropping the belt in England. Oh, thank you, mate. That's not what she says. No, I'm only joking. If she's watching, I'm only joking. Yeah, so I'll go with Mercedes to win. Next match I could think of is... Sorry, it's a bit noisy here. Swerve Strickland versus Okada. That's the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Obviously, they've had quite a good feud so far. I don't think they were featured on Dynamite, because I think Swerve's been over in the UK doing promotion and stuff. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I've wanted to see Okada versus Strickland for ages and ages, because like those two are like pound for pound two of the best top 10 wrestlers in the world for me. There you go, there's some more people. Yeah, these are all the people that are going to be coming up. I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed to go in. I'll have a look and see what the deal is, but obviously you probably have to get tickets, I would have thought, or be going to an event. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so Swerve and Okada. I'm just gonna go with Okada, just because the fact that I've got quite a few faces winning, so I would have thought Okada will go over. It's just round the park now. So there's a climbing bit that you can go on. There's a kids area. That's the top of the arena. Sorry again, but it's like really sunny here, so I can't be a thing, I'm afraid. Just I'll get to a shady bit if I can do shortly. But yeah, I'll go for Swerve. Sorry, I'll go for Okada to beat Swerve. Maybe there's some sort of interference with the Don Callis family at some point. But yeah, I'm just going to go for Okada on that one. Next match I could think of is Athena versus Toni Storm. Again, I'm not going to concentrate on that one too much. There is no way that Athena has beaten Toni Storm, not in a million years. I think it'd be a really good match. One note that I did have when I was doing my preview, the one that I should have brought with me, I really hope Athena, because I think she's still at Ring of Honor at the minute, which is obviously part of the AEW franchise now. I really hope she's just on AEW Dynamite permanently, to be quite honest. She's far too good for doing a secondary promotion. She's one of the best wrestlers in the world for me, so I think it'll be a banger of a match, but I'm just going to go for Toni Storm to win that one. Next one that I'm probably looking forward to the most is Will Ospreay and, let me think, Ospreay, Tanahashi, Darby Allin, Kenny Omega and Ibushi versus the Young Bucks and the Death Riders. So presumably it'll just be Yuta, Castagnoli and obviously Mox. It's going to be a lights out, I think it's called Lights Out Street Fight or something like that. Yeah, no, it should be really, really good, that one. I think basically the only notes that I put in my diary beforehand were absolute chaos, barbarism, violence. Ospreay and Darby Allin are obviously to do something completely stupid. So I reckon they won't fall off the top rope. Well, jump off the top rope, basically. Top of the cage, even, if I could even say. Sorry, it's been a very long day because I've actually travelled from Leeds at like 5:30 this morning, so excuse me if I sound a bit flustered. Yeah, that's the inside of the arena. It's not looking like I'm allowed to go in. I don't want to risk being told off, so I'll just go to the front of the door. I think to keep the Death Riders somewhat relevant, I would have thought that I'm going to go with the Death Riders to go over, just because obviously you'd want Ospreay's team to go over because obviously Ospreay's from the UK and he is going to get the biggest pop of the night without shadow of a doubt. But yeah, I'm just going to go with the Death Riders, I think. Can I actually go in? Can I go in? I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the risk. Oh, no. No, there's a very angry looking guard, so I'm actually not going to go in. Sorry, folks, I do apologise. I'll just take you around this back bit. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Death Riders to win that one. I'm struggling to think of the other matches now without my diary. Let me just see if I can get to a shady bit. So yeah, so that's all the women's matches. Oh yes, obviously MJF versus Hangman. See, that one I'm not sure about, to be honest. Where is this place? Oh, this is the O2 Arena, Mustafa. It's London, so it's just near Greenwich, basically. In fact, I think it is listed as Greenwich. Yeah, it's like one of the largest arenas in London. It's because they were showing AEW at Wembley Stadium. So for the last couple of years, I've been to the All-In event at Wembley. First year it had, I don't know, I think there was about 80,000 people, 75,000. Next year it was like 52,000. So this year they're having it in All-In. There's 50 Cent for some reason. Yeah. So we're having it at the O2 this year. I don't know what the capacity is for the O2, but I'm going to guess it's 20-ish thousand, 25,000, something like that. I know AEW have sold, apparently they've sold 15,000 tickets, which is a bit disappointing, because obviously they had a bit of a drop off, but they're doing very well again as well. So I don't know if that number's actually true, whether that's just paid for tickets, and ones that haven't been picked up yet. But yeah, basically it's going to be here, so hopefully it's going to be a really good event. Fingers crossed. Let me just have a look at some of the other comments if I can see in the sunshine. What is this? Why do I see live streams on my YouTube short feed? Is this a new feature? Are you there for the Oasis reading? No, Jules, I'm not. Definitely not here for Oasis. No, I'm doing basically. I'm on holiday at the minute with my family, and I was going to do a preview of AEW wrestling for next week, but I was going to do that when I was back in Leeds. But as it turns out, our hotel is literally right around the corner from the O2, so I just thought I'd do it like live basically and try and work out where the event was for next week, because basically I'm coming back. We're leaving London on Thursday night, going back to Leeds, and then I'm coming back on my own just to watch the event basically. So that's what you're kind of watching basically. But yeah. MJF versus Hangman Adam Page. I'm a bit sorry, I'll just put my face back on for a second. Hello, that's good. Yeah, I'm a bit torn by this one, to be honest, because I'm not really sure why. So Dynamite that we just had going into the Dynamite in Glasgow, basically MJF and Hangman had this like there you go, that's a bit better. MJF and Hangman had this like promo in the ring, and MJF was basically going about he's going to beat Hangman, this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. But then Page sort of goaded him into giving away his contract that he's got to have a world title match at any time in his career. Any time in his career. Sorry, any time in the next year, even, excuse me. And MJF basically just said, "Yeah, I'll face you in London then." And then it's like, "Oh, Hangman's tricked him and this, that, and the other." And I'm like, seriously? Like, I'm not saying I'm a heel or anything, but if I had a guaranteed contract for a world championship match in any wrestling promotion, I'm going to wait till the bloke has got broken legs or can't stand or has been in a four-way for like an hour and is basically unconscious, and then I'm cashing in. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they're actually doing that with MJF, because obviously he's quite a smart character, at least kayfabe-wise, so I don't understand that. It was really, really odd, to be honest, a bit clunky, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if MJF basically... I wouldn't be surprised at all if it's a swerve, whether he's going to say, "Oh, by the way, Hangman, I'm not going to face you," and maybe they'll bring someone else out for Hangman to face. The other option is obviously you've got Mark Briscoe, who's been having the feud for the MJF, and like Briscoe isn't actually advertised at the minute, so maybe he comes in and interferes with the MJF match, and maybe that's how they carry on the feud. I'm really not too sure, to be honest, but it just seemed a little bit dark. Anyway, I'll put my yeah, okay, cool, nice one, love you too, Carl. Let's have a look. What's going on, bro? I'm just doing a AEW preview. Lobiate Yaga. Basically, I was going to do a preview next week where I live in Leeds, but I'm actually holidaying here in London. But I'm coming for AEW next week, so I just thought I'd do it like live and just like show people around basically. So I'll just take you around one more time, because I think I'm pretty much nearly done with the preview now. I think I'm missing a match, aren't I? In fact, hang on, let's get my ugly egg head off. What one that's scaring people with? Yeah. Right, so you've got MJF versus Hangman, Athena versus Storm, Christian and Copeland versus the Matriarchy, then you've got Mercedes Moné, then you've got the Lights Out match, Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, I'm missing about 2 or 3 matches, folks. Like I said, I'm really sorry, but I didn't bring my notes with me. This was kind of just on the fly. They're actually back in the hotel, so I'm missing about 2. Oh yeah, Card versus Strickland, that's 7. I'm fairly sure there's a couple more matches, but like I said, the names escape me at the minute, to be honest. Is there an English wrestler maybe? No, it's completely gone. I'll take you around once more and I'll see if I can try and remember who the other matches are. So again, anyone that's travelling next week, just to let you guys know that's the tube station that you want basically. So it's North Greenwich Underground. Well, it depends where you're travelling from obviously, but this is the main O2 station. Like I said, I'm going to be I'm going to be staying somewhere near Farringdon next week. Show you the arena again, there you go. So I'm not entirely sure where I'm getting my tube from at this point. I will just work it out on the fly on the day and just see what happens. But yeah, no, it's a very cool arena actually. Yeah, looking forward to it. It should be really, really cool. I'm just desperately trying to think what these last two matches are. I know basically as soon as I finish the stream, I know I'm going to completely remember and I'm going to really kick myself. No, it's completely gone, friends, unfortunately. So yes, do apologise about that. Like I said, I might do another one of these previews anyway. But I just wanted to show you guys the arena beforehand, seeing as I was here. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be here next week for AEW Forbidden Door. If you are a subscriber, I'll be going live from here again, probably at this time next week, maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30. If you check back in next Sunday, because the event's next Sunday basically, so I'm going to do a live reaction after the event. But I'm going to try and go live and show you like all the wrestling fans coming in and everything, so that should be highly entertaining. If you are coming and you're trying to work out where you're going, when you first come in, that map over there will show you where you're going basically. So that's your lower level, that's your upper level. So it's not just obviously an arena, there's shops, there's restaurants, there's bars and stuff. Like I said, I don't know if you can actually check before you come along, but I don't want to risk getting told off, to be honest, basically. But I think you can probably go in just for a drink, but they might ask you for your tickets, they're gladiators. There you go, so that's at the O2, 8th of November. But yeah, just check beforehand. Like I said, I don't want to risk getting told off for like doing a live stream and if I'm not actually allowed in the building. But yeah, no, it's a pretty cool arena to be fair. I've actually seen NBA in here a couple of times. Saw the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Celtics, I think, many years ago, probably about 12 years ago, and I want to say the Dallas Mavericks, I think, a few years before that. So I have actually been here before. I've seen WWE here as well many years ago, probably about 15 years ago. I think it was Randy Orton, Triple H, and possibly Ric Flair. Woo! Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a pretty cool arena. But yeah, like I said, I'll be here this time next Sunday, so if you are a subscriber, I'll try and set up an alert of some kind, but basically I should be here about 3:30, 4 o'clock, so I'll be going live for a little bit, and then I'm going to go in, obviously watch the PLA. Wow, Mr. Obama. Oh. Yeah, and then if you are a subscriber, obviously you know that I do like wrestling vlogs and stuff, so I'll be doing like a vlog of all the matches, basically all the finishes, all the entrances and so on and so forth. I usually do a travel vlog as well, just showing all my wacky adventures of how I've got from Leeds to wherever the hell it is I'm actually going. Yeah, there you go, that's the O2 again. And also, if you keep an eye out, like I said, it starts 5 o'clock, I think, UK time, give or take. So if you keep an eye out on the channel, obviously it's Geek Boy Meta. and I'll be putting like shorts of all the finishes. So like on your YouTube shorts, basically, if you keep checking after sort of 5-6 o'clock, there should be entrances and finishes for every single match. Hopefully, if I can get it, fingers crossed. Yeah, and then I'm hoping to do a live reaction from like somewhere like around here, basically. But obviously it depends how much battery I've used. Obviously I'm going to take a few battery charges and this, that and the other. Not that you guys need to know that, but I will probably eat into a lot of my battery. If I've eaten to like a boatload of my battery, then I will probably have to do a live reaction from my hotel, or at least outside the hotel. But I'm hoping to do it from just in and around here, basically. So yeah, just keep an eye on the channel next week. Like I said, sorry this has been really disorganised. I thought it was a really good idea at the time to do this until I realised that I'd actually left my notes, because I usually do notes before I go live, and I've usually got them with me, and I have neglected to do that on this occasion, unfortunately. So sorry it's been a bit of a rubbish preview, but I hope you've enjoyed the walk round anyway. Like I said, I will try and think of the two matches, but I genuinely cannot think of what the other two matches are. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably do another preview next week on the channel. Also as well, before I go, because I'm going to have to wrap this up in a minute, because I probably need to go and find my family, to be fair. Basically, if you are on, I'll just show you one last time. There we go, there's the O2. Yeah, so if you're a subscriber, obviously you'll know this, but I will be at AEW next week, and then for WWE fans, I'm going to be at WWE in Leeds the week after that, basically. So not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, because WWE are coming to Leeds, which is where I'm from, which should be pretty cool. Try and get the front doors again before I go if I can. Yeah, so again, it'll be the same sort of thing as this. There'll be a vlog, there'll be a live stream beforehand, live stream after, shorts and finishes, wrestler entrances, etc, etc. And yeah, that should be fun. So that's not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And then for the geek people amongst you, I will be at a Comic-Con in York, in Yorkshire, if you don't know where York is. 4 days after that, so that's like 3 or 4 events that I've got coming up in the next 2 weeks. Keep it out on the channel, it should be really, really good. I've just actually been to Anfield for anyone who's like a footy fan. That's on my vlog as well, because basically while I'm here, cheap plug as Mick Foley would say, I'm basically going, well, not going. My YouTube channel is basically split into like 6 or 7 areas, so, and it all comes under Geek Boy Does. So it's Geek Boy Does Wrestling, Geek Boy Does Comic Cons, Geek Boy Does Toy Hunts, Geek Boy Does Football, Geek Boy Does Liverpool FC, Geek Boy Does something or else, which the name temporarily escapes me. You'd think I'd know this by now. But basically, if you just go on to Geek Boy Meta, it's Geek Boy Meta 7381 on YouTube. And all the playlists will be there, basically. So if you want to check it out, can do. If you're not a fan, obviously don't worry about it, not a problem at all. But yeah, all my stuff's on there. So I've just, like I said, I've just recently been to see Liverpool against Athletic Bilbao. So there's 2 vlogs from that. Also, I just found out that Man United are losing at the minute, which is always good. Sorry if any of you are Man United fans, by the way. I'm not taking it back. Yeah, I'll just show you around here again quickly. Yes, there you go. Like I said, I'm not going to risk going in just in case I don't want to be told off for doing live stream. There are some quite intense looking security guards, but that's the front again. Yeah, preview a week before, absolutely. Let's have a look. Yes, revamped wrestling one, preview week 4. Absolutely, absolutely. I do really stupid things like this all the time. Like I said, I probably really should have done the preview in my house in Leeds, next to my notes, next to where all my wrestling bits and pieces are. But I thought, I'll just go and do this while I'm on holiday with London and leave my family and do it without any notes. Which is obviously very stupid looking back on it. But yeah, I do stupid things like that, so there we go. Let's have another look at the comments. Derek, Forbidden Door in Toronto is good. Oh, yes, mate, yes, but was that the one with, Omega versus Will Ospreay? Because honestly, dude, that is like one of the, I think it was, wasn't it, that was one of the best wrestling matches that I've ever seen. Hands down, it was absolutely sensational, and obviously the crowd in Canada whenever they're being AEW is always pretty decent, but yeah, hopefully I'm looking forward to seeing Kenny as well, speaking of Canada, because he's like, I don't know if he's my favourite wrestler, but he's definitely top 5 or 6. Honestly, I love that man. He's absolutely just, he's one of the best pro wrestlers I've ever seen. That's the highest compliment that I can pay him, basically. But yeah, it should be good, let's have a look. Good for Man United. He's right, lad. Absolutely. It's always good when Man United lose. There we go. Obviously, you guys won last look. Man United 0, Arsenal 1. Is that still the score? Could anyone let us know? Yeah, I'll just show you around here, folks, because I actually have to work out as well how the hell I'm actually going to get back, because I've just come from the Cutty Sark, so I don't know if any of you guys know London, if there are any Londoners on the stream. Cutty Sark is somewhere, I believe, over there. When I say over there, unfortunately, it's about a 3.5 mile walk. I thought it was about a 5-minute walk. And yes, I told my missus about 2 hours ago that I was just going to be doing this for an hour, and then I'd meet her at Mackey's to see my son. And that was about an hour ago, so I'm probably going to be in very big trouble considering this is actually meant to be a family holiday, but still, never mind. Yeah, so, but you guys don't need to worry about that, it's fine. Yeah, so that's the arena, everybody. Like I said, I don't know if anyone's coming to this next week. Like I said, if there's anything you need to know, I can try and give you some hints and tips, basically. So I'll bring you back along here. So back down here, this is like the way that you come. I mean, there's a few different ways you can go. I mean, obviously, like I said, that's the station just over there, North Greenwich, whatever it is, just over there. So if you are travelling on a tube, basically come from here, and then literally you're going over there. So it's literally right around the corner. But if you're on foot, basically you're going back this way. So I'll show. In fact, to tell you what, seeing as I'm now going to have to walk back like a million miles, I'll bring you guys with me for a couple of minutes before I sign off. So if you want food beforehand as well, if you are coming to London for it, or if you're in London obviously, there's a Wagamama just here. Not personally a fan. I'm like, why would you spend like 25 quid on a bowl of noodles? I don't know, that's just me. Like 25 quid I want a steak or something like that, to be fair. There's a coffee restaurant just over here. What else have we got? That's the Riverwalk just over there. So if you are in the arena and they do actually let you out and you want to get a bit of peace and quiet, just go down here. There's a trampoline training centre there apparently. A bit weird, but still. Hang on, let me get into the shade. And I'll show you another couple of restaurants as well. So yeah, the Greenwich Peninsula that you're after. Let me have a look. Yes, 20 minutes left. Oh, good, excellent. Do you know what, to be honest, Scouse, obviously I would like Man United to lose 6-0 in every single match because it is hilarious, but there is, I wouldn't say like I want Man United to equalise, far from it, because I always enjoy those charming people losing, but at the same time it's like, it is funny to watch Arteta rage as well at the same time. So yeah. Darren McCall, hi Darren. What match are you excited most What match you most excited for? I think, Darren, to be honest, it's a toss-up between Swerve and Okada, because I've wanted to see that match ever since Okada came in, because I reckon those guys will match up really well. I think it'll be an absolutely fantastic pro wrestling match. And that's probably tied with the Will Ospreay match. Now, I'm not usually a massive fan of like huge matches where there's like 10, 12 people in it and there's mayhem and chaos going on. But this does actually look really, really good. Obviously, I am English and I love Will Ospreay. I literally cannot wait to see Will Ospreay because I love the bloke. He's just a down to earth, lovely man. He's really, really cool. And I think he's one of the best, if not the best wrestler in the world at the minute. I think the guy's sensational. But see Kenny Omega, the Bucks, Ospreay, Mox, Tanahashi, Darby Allin all in one match is going to be absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I'd say a toss up between them. But if I had a gun pointed at me, probably Swerve versus Okada, to be fair. I'll just see if I can show you anything else. Right, if you want to save a bit of money beforehand, there is a Sainsbury's here as well. So if you don't want to pay these ridiculous arena prices, you can just go in there and get a pasty or something like that. Your parking, if you're coming by car, is just over here. Like I said, car parking permits and stuff, I haven't got a clue, to be honest. You'd have to look into it. Oh, there's also a cable car. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, there's an actual cable car. Whether that gets you to the arena, I don't know. I'm not great with heights, so if it does, I certainly won't be taking one of those. But yeah, you'll have to look into that. What else have we got around here? Sorry about the wind. If you are coming to AEW next week, when you go into the arena, there's loads and loads of restaurants and stuff. So, oh god, sorry, very windy. So there's a pasta place here. Looks like a Spanish restaurant. And all your directions are here and stuff. So you can't miss it basically, unless you be who went to the back of the arena instead of the front of the arena, as you do. Don't know what that is. Oh yeah, no, there's like a restaurant thing here as well. So yeah, there's plenty of places you can go and get a bite to eat. Now, because I'm an extremely cheap man, I will be stuffing my face with homemade food on the bus to Leeds, on the bus from Leeds to London. And I will also be making enough for lunch to the point where I don't want to eat in the arena. I will be drinking 3 pints worth of water before I go in the arena, so I don't have to get a drink. I will probably get a beer while I'm there, to be fair. But yeah, I do not do arena prices because, like, when I saw AEW at Wembley, it was outrageous, absolutely outrageous. Oh, if you have some kiddies, if you take you along, there's a little kiddie thing here as well. There you go. Welcome to Swing the Mini Golf. There's a gallery here as well. If you've got kiddies, if you want to do something with them beforehand. Little seating areas. There's a children's thing there as well if you're bringing kiddies. So if you want to watch wrestling in peace and quiet, just bribe them with that beforehand. There's a tiki bar just over there. Ice cream. It's a coffee place as well. Yeah, basically there's boatloads of stuff, but like I said, I'm a very, very cheap man. And as I say, I'm not paying arena prices. I brought an AEW, what do you call it, like a program last year, and it cost me £20, and I'm like, what on earth? Why is the program costing 20 quid? But apparently that's how much they all cost now. Previous year I bought an AEW hat which cost me nearly 30 odd quid, which is just completely ridiculous to be honest. But yeah, actually, before I go, very quick story. When I first went to the first AEW All In, when there were like, I don't know, I think it was 8,000 people that was there. So this is 2 years ago. It was basically the one where CM Punk had his slight meltdown, shall we say. And yeah, so I went to the merch store about halfway through. I think it was just before the Sting match. I forget what match it was. But I went down to the merch store when it was a bit quieter. And I saw the AEW belt and I thought, well, I'm not going to buy that because it'll be like 100 quid or something. And I go along and I thought, well, I'll just have a look out of interest and just see how much it is. And there was a bloke paying for a belt at the time. And the belt cost £750. And this fella, apologies if you are the gentleman that I'm referring to. I'm just going to show you the arena one last time, then really get off. This bloke literally just pulls his credit card out and says, I'll take 2 of them because he had 2 children. £1,500 on 2 belts that he just put on his card. I've never seen anything like it. And then basically yours truly, I'm the next one in line. And the person says, what do you want? And I was like, how much are your hats? They were like 30 quid. So I was like, I'll just have one of them, thank you. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not paying like 750 quid for a belt. It's completely ridiculous to me. I actually got my AEW tickets, to be fair, for, I think mine was about 65 because I got it on resale. As I say, I think there are still tickets available, folks, as well, if any of you are wanting to come. But yeah. Yeah, that's about it, folks, basically. So thank you for watching my very weird live stream. I apologise it was so disorganised. To be honest, I probably will just do a preview as well, which should be on maybe on Thursday or Friday, because I'm not totally happy with what I've done because I haven't brought my notes with me and I forgot 2 of the matches. So yeah, but I just thought I'd bring you guys around anyway. So yeah, like I said, if you're coming next week, you just need that tube station over there. That takes you to here, and if you're on foot, basically you are just going down that way, basically. So you can't miss the arena. And yeah, cool. Like I said, for any subscribers watching, I will be on this time next week. In fact, this time next week, so I think it's 6 o'clock now, I will probably be watching the matches. In fact, we might be an hour into it at this point. So yeah, just keep an eye on the channel. There'll be loads of AEW content coming from about 4 o'clock in the afternoon till about 10 o'clock at night. There'll be loads and loads of shorts, loads of what am I trying to say? There'll be a couple of vlogs. Basically, there'll be loads and loads of content. So just keep an eye on the channel. Like I said, it's Geek Boy Meta 731. And yeah, cool. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you at this place next week. Bye bye.